In most cases, I always hear people say, like, I would like to start this business because I'm passionate about it. I would like to start a salon. I would like to start a cosmetics or something of sort because I'm passionate about this business. And today I'm telling you, don't start that business because you're passionate about it. There's something else more than that to look upon before you start a particular business. Because remember one thing, you're not selling these products to yourself, but you're selling to people. Consider what people are saying. But anyway, before we do that, take 1 second. Up chini on your right, there is a button written subscribe. Hit that button. Then down below, give this video a thumbs up. Guess what? Once you do exactly that, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Because I know you're asking yourself, what's the importance of that? Now that is the importance. All right. So the reason of why I decided to start this video is because don't start that business that you're passionate about it. It's all about passion. When it comes to business, it's not about passion. It's about the reality, what the ground is saying. There's one thing that you're supposed to consider at this particular moment. That business that you're starting out there, you won't be your customer. Others people will buy from that particular place. It's not a good thing to start that thing that you love it, but the ground is not receptive to that business idea. For example, you cannot go to a certain place and start a coffee shop because you're passionate about coffee. Personally, you love coffee or something of sort. Say maybe you want to start a salon or cosmetics, but the place where you're going to start that particular business is not resonating with it or is not receptive to the business idea. Take an example of people who sell sands, building bricks and stones and such kind of a thing. Tell me who is passionate about stones. Tell me who is passionate about bricks and sand and something of sort. No, they aren't. They are into that business because there is money and it's receptive to whatever they are doing or to where they are selling that particular product. So the fact that you're supposed to consider before starting up any business is, of course, passion is good, but again, go the step further and ask yourself, yes, I'm passionate about starting this serious business, but is it receptive? Say you want to start a serious business, but you're in Ushago or interior, the up country. You want to start a serious business and almost everybody has whatever you're selling. So yes, we are passionate about it, but is it receptive to the ground? That's what you're supposed to ask yourself. So it's not about passion that makes you to start a business. It's all about passion, how the ground is saying, whether the ground is receptive to your particular idea. Otherwise, you might start the business, you have a very nice, for example, if I give you a very short story, all right? Stick around. I had a friend of mine who started a coffee shop in a certain place. The place wasn't that well up. It was just a low-key place. And then he started a coffee shop. He was selling a coffee at a price of 50 shillings per cup. All right. And that particular place, at the evening, there used to come people who hawks coffee. And they used to sell that coffee for 10 shillings. So now tell me, will you buy that for 50 shillings during the day? Or will you wait at the evening, you buy that one for 10 shillings? Sometimes it's good you ask yourself, yes, I'm passionate about coffee. But is this business resonating with the where or with the place that I am setting it up? So it is always good to consider these factors: the community that you're surrounding you, or the community where you want to start that particular business. And of course, of course, also you have to consider their what we call the monthly income, how much they earn per month, per day, per week, or whichever the amount that they make at that particular point. The next thing is always to consider asking them what they would love you to set up in that particular place. Because I always say, and I keep on repeating this term almost to all my videos, money is always a reward given after solving someone's problem. Once you identify a certain gap, you feel it, then people are always ready to throw money at you. So once you say that you want to start up a business because you're passionate about it, that means it's more of you than them, and the business is more of them than you. That's a fact. Remember, they always say that customer is always the boss, or they're always right. That's what you're supposed to consider. So it's always about them, not about you, because the money that you want to get is from your pocket, not your profit, or rather not your pocket. And again, you won't be your own customer in your own particular business. So it's always good to consider what the clients are saying, what the ground is saying, and all the factors consider. All right? Or considered. So these are the factors that you're supposed to consider when starting up a business. All right. Number one, is the business that I want to start resonating with the environment? You get my point? Is the community, is it a problem? Is it a challenge that they're facing right now? What gap am I going to fill in? Maybe you've gone to a place and then you identify, yes, there is a presence of the business that you would like to start, but again, those businesses that are present are really not serving the customers at what is supposed to be. Or maybe they are complex, maybe because of hygienic purposes, maybe because of services purposes, maybe because of the quality of the services or quality of the product. Now those are the gaps that you can fill. Because I always try to get rid of this mentality from people. And like, I want to start a business somewhere because it's not there. I was a certain area and there is no barber shop, there is no salon, there is no. that is not the basis of argument. Yes, it plays a factor, but it's not only the actual basis of argument. All right. So it's always good to consider. Fine, I want to start up a salon. There is an existence of a couple of them in that particular area. But again, identify what are the mistakes, what are the weaknesses that they're having, what are their strongholds, and such kind of things. And once you identify all those factors, of course, considering also your passion, something you love. I'm not saying that we should rule out the passion in this. Passion is good because even if the business doesn't start well or doesn't go well as you prospected when it's starting up, you always have that strength to stay put and always have that thing like one day it's gonna pick up. Because once you start something that you aren't passionate about it, once it goes south, you feel like maybe it's going south because these things I'm not even passionate about it. All right. So what I'm saying is this: passion is good and is wonderful, but should not be the only thing that should be the factor to consider when you're starting up a business. Yes, consider factor, or rather consider passion, consider also that gap that you're going to fill in that particular area, so that when you put all those things together, and then at that particular point, you can be able to pick up. I've been meeting a lot of people who are telling me, hey, you know what, Joseph, I went to school, I studied about, catering and something of sort, so I started as what do we call a fast food business because I'm passionate about it and I know it, and you're considering about you're considering things that you know, things that you love, things that you studied, and all those things. But what's the market saying? If the area that you go to set up that fast food market, you realize there is a lot of vibandas in that place, and you find the food there, the most expensive food is 80 shillings. What the hell should you sell food worth 200 shillings, 250? Who will be your customer? It's always good to resonate with the ground. And if there are people who I love who knows how to resonate with the people, they are the politicians. Those are the best people who knows how to resonate with people. They know very well. All right, they know people don't even care where we have roads, we have electricity, we have internet. They care about how much is the price per unga, so they resonate with that. They give you that unga for today, and then you feel like hakuna mtu mwingine, mtu tu ni fulani. So the point is this: you do not only resonate with, just try to identify what disturbs or what is a problem in that particular area that you're going to start that business. Resonate with them, blend in, talk to them, and that particular point, then you can be able to do something. Let's say you want to start up like a small hotel in a place where we have a mechanic workshop, all right, where people repairs cars and something of sort, and maybe the average hotel in there, the average food goes for 70 shillings, all right. And then there you are coming with your qualifications after I don't know which best catering school, and then you're setting up a business there about hotel, and you're selling them at 250 because you are serving them in a very funny way, in a very elegant way. You won't resonate with those people. You won't. So it's always good to consider them, because they are them who are buying from you, not you buying from yourself. That's the reality, and that's it. All right. So anyway, I started this video without even introducing myself. My name is Joseph. I talk about business, talk about investment, anything to do with money, anything to do with work and such kind of a thing. So if that's a cup of your coffee, and I believe it should be, because I know almost all of us, money is a factor to consider. So consider this place a home. And how do you do that? Subscribe to this channel. Just down below on your right, there is a button written subscribe. That button is actually free and fast to click, just like this, and then it disappears. Then give this video a thumbs up, and guess what? Comment down below, tell me what you think, what's your idea or view on that particular topic. And also, by the way, I cannot forget to remind you that I have booklets that I personally have prepared them about businesses. I have a booklet about business plans, booklet about business ideas, booklet about treasury bills, treasury bonds, things to do with shares and all those money market fund. So if you'd like to get a copy for yourself, it's only 220. You get a copy of it and then start investing, because I always say mapema ndo best, or earlier the better. That's how it goes. All right. How do you get them? Simple. I'll leave my number on the description of this particular video. You can get my number from there. Text me on WhatsApp. You can be able to get rich, because that's where I'll send the copy. I'll still pin my number down on the comment section, so you get my number and we get started and talk business. All right. So for now, it's a goodbye. Stick around and see you there.